My wife and I love camping, especially boat camping on the lakes around here. Primarily Lake Hartwell and Lake Jocassee. We did a lot of this before we had kids, but now our kids are old enough that it's about to be time to go camping again. I just redid my camp kitchen. I'm gonna show you guys everything that's in it and hopefully get some feedback in terms of things I overlooked, things that I could optimize. I think I have everything I need in there, but I'm sure you guys have some other ideas. So let's go ahead and start getting this thing unpacked. So first of all, the container is important. This is a Rubbermaid action packer, which as far as plastic boxes go, is about as tough as they come. Got two great lids, great latches, a very sturdy lid. You know, you could sit on this if you needed to. I'll go through this in a bit. A mug, dipping cup. This is optimized for about 6 people. Insulated mugs, more insulated mugs. I got these from Goodwill today for $1 a piece. And they're from my alma mater, Go Tigers. I cut the handle off of this one just so it would fit better. Strainer, French press, hot pot holder, aluminum foil, a bunch of plastic plates. Now paper's nice for camping because there's no cleanup, but I hate eating on paper plates. And additionally, having a few clean, hard surfaces to get things prepped on is really nice. A lid, 4 skillets. 2 are non-stick, 1's a nice stainless steel. Want to have some things to cook with. 2 1-pound propane containers, all the pots, 2 lids. There's 3 pots in here, and a bunch of plastic bowls as well. I did cut the handle off of this pot. Heavy duty contractor grade trash bags because life is too short to deal with bad trash bags. 2-burner propane stove. Assortment of Ziploc bags, and then a bunch of flexible plastic cutting boards. So let's go through what's in here. Down here is the spice kit: salt, pepper, hot sauce, soy sauce, onion powder, garlic powder, Old Bay, avocado oil, garlic and herb seasoning, tagine, Tony's Satcheries, a little bit of Italian seasoning. That's the whole spice kit. Fits very well. This is actually an old tool roll that I'm using for this, and it seems like it's gonna work great. Let's see, we've got garlic press, can opener, potato peeler, a good spatula, and a good spoon. Look for something that's tough and that doesn't have wood handles. Meat thermometer. Basically, you don't want a joint between the spoon and the handle if you can help it, because that's just a failure point. These are nice and simple, and they should last really a lifetime's worth of camping. Another spatula, kind of an angled little thing. I got that at Goodwill today. Some measuring spoons and cups. A bunch of skewers for kebabs or something like that. And then a pair of tongs. I don't love these because they're the rubberized kind, but it's kind of what I could find. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. I don't like a joint right there. That's a failure point. If you've ever been camping and had a tool or implement fail, you can tell it's really annoying. But this is kind of a backup. Lemon, or like a lime juicer, little paring knife, little sheath. So once it starts to become clear, it's ready, or clear-ish. Hey, Elsa. Hey, sweetie girl. Hopefully that's small enough. That'll work. 1 very sharp 8-inch chef's knife. That should do. Sharp knives are a virtue. And then a microplane grater for cheese, for lemon zest, for anything you want to grate. This thing will grate it. This is all silverware. I don't like eating off of paper plates. I don't like using plastic utensils. This is a kit that's considering weight, but that weight's not a huge factor because it's going to be either car or boat support. You know, I'm not going to be carrying this more than a few yards at a time, maybe 100, you know. And it doesn't really weigh that much. That's why I have metal utensils. Up here is all cleaning stuff. 2 dish brushes, little sawed off joint with a scraper on it. That's a nice thing to have. Dish soap, hand sanitizer, because cleanliness is next to godliness. Then on the back side, we've got a nice pair of scissors, a pair of slip joint angled pliers for grabbing hot things or grabbing pots that don't have handles. Swiss Army knife, which does have a corkscrew on it because, by golly, if you have a bottle of wine, you should be able to drink it. And a lighter. So that's all the tool roll. This is a fairly, you know, simple little stove, but the one thing I wanted to show was these heat diffusers. So these stoves are difficult to cook low on because the flames are so intense and so concentrated. So if you put that down, it really spreads out the heat and allows you to do things like rice or baking much easier. This is a great little stove. I've really enjoyed it. It's a Camp Lux. I have no idea which model. Haha. All of that probably weighs about 35 or 40 pounds. Some of you might be thinking, wow, that seems like a lot of gear to take camping. But one of the things I really like to try and do is eat like a king when I'm out in the bush. Because it's fun, you know? I don't want to eat MREs. I want to eat steak. That's all a kit, grab and go. I can grab this and know I have everything I need to cook. That's what I wanted. That's what I got. I can't wait to take this bad boy camping this year. It's gonna be awesome. Should we do a little boat tour? So this is a Grady White 240 Offshore Pro. Live well, insulated cooler, fish box, helm, and then a cuddy cabin, which looks like one of my cats decided to have diarrhea in. That's super cool. View going to the stern. Going up to the bow. You can look down to the cuddy. Hey, Boomer. Boomer, what are you doing? You hanging out with Daddy? I've got an EcoFlow in here that's kind of the electrical brain for the cuddy. I plan on sleeping on the land most of the time, but I do really want to do a trip where I just sleep on the boat this year. And if that would be at all interesting, I may even film it. Just let me know. I do have twin Yamaha 150 HDPIs on this boat. And she scoots, let me tell you. I traded my Chinese mini excavator, a winch, and some cash for this boat. And I think I got a screaming deal on it. Here's a little look at her from the front. She's a big old girl, but she's beautiful to me. Well, that's pretty much all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. A little different than some of the content I have been making, but I thought it'd be interesting and I want some feedback. So leave some stuff in the comments, like what did I forget? What can I improve? That's all for now. Stay tuned for more Landfather, and I'll see you on the next video.